Every successful practice has a moment no one brags about. It's a miss, a mistake, a setback. Fail Forward is a short series where dentists and practice owners share the failure that forced them to grow and the change that made everything better. This is where progress really begins.
Hey everyone, this is Paul Etchison of the Dental Practice Heroes podcast, and I want to share a story that taught me a big lesson on leading. Now, at one point in my practice, I started to really feel like there was just a ton of tension between my front desk team and my clinical team. And as usual, I had somebody I wanted to talk to about it, but it was awkward. I didn't want to get in the middle of it. I'm blaming this person. I think they're at fault and they need to do more to help bridge this divide between the front and the back. But nonetheless, I don't want to have this person feel like I don't appreciate them. I don't want them to be upset with me, and I don't want them to be caught off guard either. They might not even feel the same way as me. So what did I do? I put it off, and I put it off until finally I just decided I got to address it with this person. I was completely prepared that she was going to be hurt. And nonetheless, I'm like, it has to be done. So there we were. I invited her into my office. We got the door shut. And you could just feel that tension in the room. And she looked concerned. I mean, she felt like this was not going to be a good conversation. And I could feel it in my body language as well. I could feel myself starting to sweat. I could feel it was very warm in the room. And I was essentially going to tell her that I didn't think she was doing a very good job. I could feel that twist in my stomach, but it had to be done. So I took a deep breath and I started telling her, I said, you know what? I am beyond nervous to discuss this with you, because I truly care about you so much, and I'm so thankful for all you do, and I do not want to hurt your feelings. But I noticed some things happening in your department, and I want to see if you're looking into these things or if you're even aware of them. And then I started listing all the things that I noticed, and as I said each one, I could see her becoming more and more angry. Every time she kept taking deeper breaths. And then finally, I got done listing my things, and I asked her, I said, hey, what's your perspective on this? And man, she delivered. She said that my expectations were beyond unrealistic. She cannot possibly address all those things with her current workload, and that she doesn't even think those are issues. So immediately, I feel this. I'm going in my head and I'm saying, this is exactly where I didn't want this conversation to go. And then she went even further. She said she felt like that I thought that she wasn't even competent at her job and she shouldn't even be working here anymore. And now she's almost in the point of tears. So it's going even more south. My instincts was to tell her, no, you know what you're saying isn't true. You're overreacting. You're wrong. You've got to open your eyes and see what's really happening here and take some accountability for your department. But then I thought about her perspective. I didn't agree with her. I mean, I felt like my expectations, they weren't unrealistic. I felt like she had plenty of time to take care of these things. And I felt like she knew about these things as well, even though she was kind of disagreeing with me on all those things. But ultimately, I did care how she felt. And I did care about her personally as a human. So this is what I said. You know what? I can totally see how you feel that way. Here I am. I'm telling you everything you're supposed to be doing and that you're not performing to the standards. And I know how busy you are. I see it. And I know how much you care about this office and how loyal you've always been and how important and how seriously you take it. You are 100% completely justified in your feelings about all that. I totally get where you're coming from. And I do care about you. And I'm thankful for all you do. But I do need some changes. And I want to hear what you think we can come up with so that you can spend some time addressing these things. And the energy of the room changed. Just in that moment, we started having a calm discussion about what we could do. Could we delegate more things? How can I support her for help? And that was the moment that I realized I didn't need to agree with her to make it right. I just had to validate her perspective. I said, I could see how you're feeling that way, but I didn't have to say, you know what? I'm wrong and you're right. You know, two people can be right. We can both have valid experiences. And the second that I did that, her armor went down. And there's so many times in the past that I tried to defend myself. I tried to prove that I was right and that person's wrong. But in this case, it's just more that the feelings we're both having are totally valid, no matter what they are, and that I wanted to work together for a solution. So the lesson is, next time you have to have a difficult conversation, do not skip over validating the other person's perspective. It will completely change the dynamic and make your conversation and all your collaborations so much more effective. And if you want more tips like this, check out my website at dentalpracticeheroes.com. I've got a bunch of materials for practice owners to help you lead better. Thank you so much.
Before you move on, write down your own fail forward moment, the one that changed how you think, lead, or decide today. And if you're willing, share it inside our Facebook group, the Dental Marketers Society Facebook group. There's going to be a link in the show notes below. And your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear.